What is going on? Kind of fool here with my second Madden video. Giving you little tips, starting off, and then we'll start to get more into the advanced stuff. But this is just a basic game plan for new people to the Madden franchise online. Um, you can use it if you're advanced. It works for me. It's inconsistent at points, but it depends on what type of player you are. The point of the game plan is to keep your defense off the field as long as possible. Try to run the ball, quick passes, just short yardage, get to the first down. Try to score in every possession, field goal or not. Just try to control the time. That's pretty much what it is. You want it wants to control. You want to control the time, really, if you're pretty much new to the game, because defense is harder to do than offense. You don't know if you should do ask men or actually pick your own plays. So for a beginner, it's probably better if you took it slow on offense, and just tried to keep the ball away from the guy on offense, because you don't know if he's good on offense or he's complete ass. What you probably want to mix. We'll talk about teams first. Teams you should probably look into using are teams that have a balanced attack. Maybe they don't have to have a great quarterback or great receivers. I'm using the Titans for example. I picked them because I like Jake Locker because he's a mobile quarterback. They have Kenny Brick, Washington, and Kendall Wright, who's really good on this game, and Chris Johnson. The only thing I see that lacks from this team is a backup runner. They do have Javon Ringer and Jamie Harper, but a team that, like the Chiefs or the Bears, they have a big goal line, like get your 2 or 3 yards for that first down type of back, your power back. And they kind of lack that. I haven't really used it. It could be there. They also have one of the best offensive lines in the game, so that's a nice plus. So I would definitely recommend a team with definitely two good running backs. If not, at least have a good offensive line and decent receivers. You could be the Chiefs and Dwayne Bowe, the Bears, Marshall, Titans. You can have Kenny Britt. I know he's suspended, injured. I put him in anyways because he's not an IR. If he's on IR, I don't play them. So that's just a little warning there. But you definitely want to have a balanced type of team. It doesn't have to be a balanced attack. The main reason you want a good running game, decent quarterback that can make throws, and some decent receivers is so you can use the play action game. Play action in this game is really probably the best it's ever been. It's very useful. I've always used play action when running this game plan. I use this game plan, but I use it more in an advanced way. This is kind of a beginner's way of using it. But it's beginners, man. Facing teams like the Packers doesn't really help. So I kind of took the best drives, as you can see. It's just not a random gameplay. It's the best drives that I got. They might be out of order, but that's okay because I'm just showing you possessions that kind of reflect on the game plan. I did struggle against this guy with the running game, but it started coming on. The point of this game plan is not to break big plays. It's just to go for the first down. A lot of people's goal is just make that big breaking play right away. I like to ease into the game. I like the first drive. I like to just, if it's a 3 and out, I don't get all distraught and everything. I get a feel for what the guy's going to play on defense and kind of adjust from there. Like every Madden player should. That's a tip for you novice Madden players. Your first drive should be nothing like your last drive. Because you gotta adjust your game plan mid-game. You gotta adjust how you're gonna play on offense and defense. So you gotta have the ability to adjust. And for this game plan, you can either and just by running the ball a lot, going to use the play action more, or just straight up shot using the shotgun all game. It just seems like shotgun draws are very, very good on third down in this game. That's what I used a lot. If you have a good speedy third down back, like a Darren Sproles or like a Sean McCoy, this game plan definitely fits that, because the shotgun draws and the shotgun play actions are key in this game plan. It's because when you see shotgun, people expect either a pass or you're gonna do like some trick play, and you can get away with the runs and the play actions because they're kind of like, well, they're gonna go for pass, so they back off, and there's not that much of a pass rush. So it kind of confuses them, and also if you have a mobile quarterback like Jake Locker, as you see, you can run all over him. So that aspect of this game plan of running in the shotgun a lot and doing play action in the shotgun gives you more space and gives you more time in the pocket, which new players need, because the more time you have in the pocket, the more you're likely to learn who's your best receiver, who's your, who you feel comfortable with, and it's a nice aspect to bring to your game plan if you're new to the game. The ability to run is definitely easier than passing, so the game plan is based around making it easier for you on offense if you're not good on defense and whatnot. So it seems like that the running game on this game is kind of inconsistent too. So, but like I said, it's not about the big plays. Like I think I ended the game with like 23 rushes for Chris Johnson for like 90 yards. It's not about the yards. Don't look at the yards. Don't bother look at the yards. Just continue to rush it. If it's working, go with it. If it's kind of getting you 3 or 4 yards, run it first down. Try to attempt to pass on second down, and maybe throw a draw player in. Or you could switch around, play action first down, run. There's so many combinations you could do with this game plan to set that defense in a mode where they don't know what to expect. You could go to shotgun, you could do a draw, and another key part of the game plan I really talk about here is to hurry up. If you find a play that got you like 15 yards, just hurry up and change the play. It kind of sets him off guard, and it kind of tires the defense down. It makes it so, running a hurry-up play is definitely needed in this game plan. When I see a play action that goes really good, it does like 15 yards, I hurry up, go into a run play, because then they expect me to do that play action again. Also, screenplays might be useful in this one. I just found screenplays aren't useful for me on this game. I just can't get them to work as well as I used to be able to. But that's because it is different Madden completely for the screenplays. So just going over what you need for this game plan. You need balanced offense. You need a decent runner. If you're a very good runner and like a terrible backup, you're fine. If you have two solid running backs, you're okay. You want some decent receivers. If you have crappy receivers, you're really not going to get much, and you're not going to get anywhere with the passing game, really. Unless you have a good tight end like I have Jared Cook Jr. in this gameplay. But it's just, you definitely need to have a balanced type of team. Teams like Chiefs, the Bears, Steelers you kind of can look at because they do have a running game. Eagles, I hate the Eagles online. They piss me off. I played one game with them, and I was like, this just doesn't seem right. So I don't use them as of now. So you definitely need those. You need to know how to run the ball at least, which is not hard. Follow the red line. Know how to make your cuts. Definitely use the shotgun, not to the point where you're just going to pass out of the shotgun, but you're going to run. You want to keep the defense off guard. The point of the game plan is to waste time, get your defense a breather, or keep your defense at the field if you feel uncomfortable with your defense, and make him think, what the hell is he gonna do next drive? It's pretty much a mind game you want to do with this game plan, because of the mere fact that you're in shotgun and running draw plays and doing play action. And I found that it really works because it sets your linebackers into a zone and it sends them in man coverage. So if you have a mobile quarterback, you're gonna get yards rushing off of that. No huddle, you definitely need to incorporate. You don't do it all game. If you find a couple plays that are working good for you, keep the flow up, keep it going, keep them off guard. Big catch by Jared Kick Jr., like, for example. And then I'm like, I'm going to hurry up and then do a drop play, 20-yard rush by Chris Johnson. Then I hurry up, do a deep pass. It's something like that that needs to make this game plan work, is to set the team off guard. Also, playbooks, you might be wondering about playbooks. Just stick with your team's playbooks for this game plan. Nothing major. If there's any playbook I recommend, it might sound funny, but it's Colts playbook. They have really nice shotgun play actions and some nice passes if you're in a situation like a 3rd and 15. And I like their I form and their single back. So if there's any playbook I recommend for this game plan, it would be the Colts. So yeah, that's pretty much up on the game plan. It's just a basic offensive game plan. Nothing advanced about it. There's nothing to it. I'll do a more advanced one in a couple days or maybe a week or two once the game starts settling. And this is just for the new players. You seem to struggle as a new player. You probably seem to struggle on defense. But if on offense, if you can get a solid running game going and know how to the simplest stuff about passing, you'll be fine with this game plan. This has kind of been a disorganized video, but I hope you get the point about it. The point is to keep your defense off the field, make him think what you're gonna do next. Don't make him, you don't want them to know what you're going to do the next play. If they know what you're doing the next play, you're not going to win the game. It's like if you're just going to run the ball game, they'll be like, okay, and then you mix it up the next drive with several play actions. That's what this game plan's about. It's about not doing the same plays every drive. You might run a lot the same one drive, that's fine. Do different formations. Mix it up, do draws, do stretches, do tosses, run to a different guy, run to the fullback, do a wide receiver reverse. You want to keep it on a fresh level. You don't want to just keep them always going to definitely do that because of that formation. There's so many people I run into online that when I see a certain formation, I know what they're doing. You want to avoid that with this. You want to avoid that at all costs. You don't want to do a formation all game that they're definitely going to guess. If you're going to do that, do a sweep. Do like a week. If you're doing a week iPro, do a sweep, and then when you're in there, be like, okay, he's gonna do a sweep, but this time do a play action boot because they might move their whole defense side of the sweep going, and boom, that's a first down for you. But that pretty much ends the video. I hope you guys like the game plan. I'll do a defensive one. I'm doing terrible on defense right now in ranked matches, so it might be a while for that. Also, be lookout for the another game plan for people to look at, the more advanced version of this one. If you have any problems with this gameplay, just comment below or anything to add to it, so that the new users can look into it and see how they can improve the game plan. Because it's not a perfect game plan. It's an inconsistent game plan. You just can't stick to it sometimes during the game. You have to adjust it completely. But you gotta adapt to adjusting on this game. You just can't hope to go in a game every game and